caution. Make sure for all the sub-assembly and components going into engine assembly should be clean and away from foreign material. Place engine block assembly in the suitable supporting stand. Locate the cylinder head and refit the lubricated hydraulic lash adjusters (HLAs) with recommended engine oil. Ensure the proper fitment of hydraulic lash adjuster (HLA) assemblies on appropriate locations. Position and place the intake and exhaust camshafts on cylinder head. Lubricate the camshafts bearing caps with the recommended engine oil. Refit the appropriate camshafts bearing caps on camshafts and cylinder head. Apply the Loctite 5900 on cylinder head to timing cover, front and rear end bearing cap mating locations. Lubricate the camshafts front upper bearing cap and input camshafts rear end bearing cap with recommended engine oil. Refit the camshafts front upper bearing cap and input camshafts rear end bearing cap on cylinder head. Refit and tighten the camshafts bearing caps mounting bolts to 10 to 12 Nm torque in sequence. Refit the both front and back friction washers on intake camshaft gear. Install the intake camshaft gear with friction washers both sides on intake camshaft front end as shown. Refit the friction washer on exhaust camshaft gear rear side. Install the exhaust camshaft gear with friction washer on exhaust camshaft front end as shown. Install the new exhaust camshaft gear mounting bolt and hand tighten the bolt in anti-clockwise direction. Install the sprocket on the intake camshaft as shown. Install the new intake camshaft sprocket mounting bolt and hand tighten the bolt in clockwise direction. Install the crankshaft primary sprocket on crankshaft front end by matching the key slot as shown. Locate the TDC lock plug on engine block and using a 6 mm square socket with spanner, loosen and remove the plug separately. Rotate the crankshaft and align the crankshaft key in 12 o'clock position. Slightly rotate and align the crankshaft to insert locking pin TDC Precast FDMST on crankshaft to arrest the crankshaft movement properly as shown. Align the camshafts and install the alignment tool camshaft MST and tighten the MST's mounting bolts on cylinder head as shown. Refit the timing chain on camshaft and crankshaft sprockets. Refit the timing chain shoulders and tighten the mounting Allen screws to 25 ± 3 Nm torque. Install the hydraulic timing chain tensioner and tighten the mounting bolts to 10 to 12 Nm torque. Remove the hydraulic timing chain tensioner locking pin. Hold the input camshaft sprocket, using the cam chain tensioning MST. Initially tighten the input camshaft gear mounting bolt to 45 ± 3 Nm and then tighten the bolt to 60 degrees ± 5 degrees twice in clockwise direction. Continuously holding the input camshaft sprocket, using the cam chain tensioning MST. Initially tighten the exhaust camshaft sprocket mounting bolt to 45 ± 3 Nm and then tighten the bolt to 60 degrees ± 5 degrees twice in anti-clockwise direction. Remove the exhaust camshaft scissor gear locking pin, using an appropriate tool loosen and remove the alignment tool camshaft MST mounting bolts and attach the MST separately. Remove the locking pin TDC Precast FDMST from engine block. Apply the Loctite 574 on TDC lock plug and tighten the plug on engine block to 15 to 20 Nm torque using appropriate tool. Clean the sealant seating area of front cover and cylinder head. Apply the Loctite 5900 on the front cover as per the recommended pattern. Refit the front cover with mounting bolts and tighten the M10 mounting bolts to 35 ± 3 Nm torque and M8 bolts to 25 ± 3 Nm torque in sequence.